of the publishing persuasion, of the publishing persuasion.
Ooh, okay.
I just found
Mm.
filters on here. I feel like it's fixed the lighting. What do you reckon?
Yeah, it looks good.
Looks
What kind
good.
of filter was it? Like a beauty filter?
Nah, just lighting.
Oh,
Just
okay.
change the lighting.
Because you look beautiful.
I
So I was
do
just
feel hot in this filter though. Maybe it
not
did
that you don't
beautify.
always,
No,
but
maybe it did beautify me. I mean, I've
no,
got
no, no.
dark eyeliner on, so but
Maybe
I
it's the
think it is enhancing
sexiness.
it.
It looks good. Your eyes do look
They do.
good.
I mean, I put a little bit of effort. I've got a haircut later,
Yeah.
so I have to look good for my hairdresser so that
Yeah.
once you know, when you get a hair, I don't know if you're the same as me, but when I get a haircut, I want to look good, my makeup as
Yes.
well, so I just feel extra hot when I'm done.
Yes. Well, and then also like when you're in the chair and your hair's all wet and you're like, you just look like a wet rat. You know, like you gotta have something on the face to help.
Mm. Especially because the lights in there are like
Yeah. They show it
blinding.
all.
They
They
show
show it all.
everything.
Yeah.
Look, I don't know if I like it or like if it's a long-term thing, but I'll record this one like this and see how it looks after.
Oh my God. Do you have ideas or is it a surprise? What
Oh
are
no,
we
I have for
doing?
my hair. Yeah, I have
Yeah.
ideas.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
like I'm gonna I'll just show you the photo. I'm gonna still
Okay.
cut like a mullet, but a long, more feminine one, like more um soft and kind of like I'll show you. It's
Okay.
cute. I want to grow it
Yeah.
longer, but I feel like she needs a bit of style right now.
Yeah.
She's just doing a
Little
thing.
something, a little
Just a
zhuzh.
little something, but probably a bit of a fringe, lots of choppy layers around the
Yes.
face,
Yes. Well, after
probably.
seeing you in all those wigs, I was like, yeah, yeah, yeah. You need, once you had those wigs on, I was like, any color, but like, give us some layers, you know?
Give us some layers, give us some
Am I
more hair
breaking
around the
up?
face. Yeah,
Yeah.
you did a little bit. You froze.
Okay. Sorry.
Do you
I
need
don't
to
know.
yell at the fam?
Maybe. Off the internet. Yeah, I'll get off mine as well.
Loser, sucking her own internet on the phone.
Yeah, like right next to it too. Just
I do link mine up sometimes as well if she's struggling.
yeah. Oh my gosh. No, I did like a this big internet or big like Zoom, what was it? It was a live panel for
Yeah.
like the Library Association of America or something.
Damn.
And yeah, and they're like make sure your Wi-Fi is good, like make sure you're on top of it. And I was like, okay. I was all stressed about the Wi-Fi.
Mm.
And then my power goes out.
No, during the call.
Yes. So I just disappeared. And and then like the whole power went out and my editor texted me was
Ah.
like, is everything okay? And I was like, yeah, I'm downloading Zoom onto my freaking phone right now. So yeah, I
Oh.
got back on like 15 minutes later and I was like, hey, and I was outside. Yeah, it was fun.
There's no accounting for a power outage though.
So random. And I just
Yeah.
knew it. Like I knew, when it's like something important,
Every
it's just
fucking time.
yeah. Yeah.
For some reason. And I don't know what it is, if like things are slightly different, they send you different links or it's different. I don't know. But it's always when it's something like some
Yeah.
class, this one opportunity, like
Right?
doing
Yeah, it's
this
like
conference for all of America.
yeah. Oh, it was a good time. Actually, I don't even know what it was for, but I think it was the library one. I don't remember, but it was big and it was important. And
Just
then I
go
was
with
gone.
my all of America comment.
Yeah, for all of the America. It was for everybody. Anyway, welcome everybody to Of the Publishing Persuasion. This is well, depending on when this comes out, this is our end of the year or beginning of the year
Probably beginning of the
episode.
year.
Okay, beginning of the year episode. Yeah, because New Year's is like in a day or two. So
What day is it? 30 days has September. Oh yeah, no, tomorrow's the 31st, right? Yeah.
yeah.
So
Okay.
it
So
will
yeah,
probably
this
be the
is
last episode. I reckon I'll get it up tomorrow.
oh, okay. Well, it's one of those times, guys. It's either the beginning or it's the
Sorry,
end. It's
sorry.
sometime. We're here to celebrate the beginning, the end, the beginning of the end, whatever it is, we're here. So welcome to the Publishing Persuasion. This is just perfect. I think this is just how we roll. Welcome to the show. Melanie, how are you? I feel like it's been forever since we've had a chat. Like, I don't even, it's been a
It's
while.
been forever. Sorry, I'm being attacked by a very small fly, which you can't
Well,
see. You know the
see, it's
little
always
one?
those things. It's
Why does
always those
fuck
things.
off? It's coming to my lips? You know how they come to your lip gloss?
Yes, he's
I'm not
attracted to
into
the
it.
sweetness.
Um, let's start with you. How are you? We'll cycle back to me.
Okay, yeah, we'll get to you. We'll get to you. I'm doing good. Just I'm preparing for launch for Carnival
Yes.
Fantastico.
My
So
God, it's
yeah,
soon.
yes. So we're coming into like the 1 month, you know,
Oh my
whatever it is until
God.
then. So yeah, and
Yeah.
A Cruel Thirst, the paperback comes out on
Is
January
it?
6th. And I've been totally I am sorry, A Cruel Thirst. Like I have just not even thought of like
She's angry. She's trembling in the corner over
yeah, I
there.
know,
You
just
can't see her, but
he's
she is a quiver. And
she's on a little machine.
your little what do you call it? Little voodoo doll is beside her.
Yes,
They're
my
both watching
effigy.
your effigy. I was gonna say that, and then I was like, what if it's not, if that's not the right word? And I'm like completely
Yeah, no, you're
misappropriating
right.
someone's culture. But
You're
no,
right. I hope
it
not,
feels
because you're right.
correct. She feels like an
Yes.
effigy or like a little voodoo doll.
Yeah.
Um, they're trembling from here. They're like, how fucking dare you forget
I
us?
know. I know. I totally just
That's amazing
didn't
though.
even think about it. Yeah. So the paperback comes out January 6th,
Mhm.
with Kate's book.
Oh my God.
So there's that. But like I'm on Carnival Fantastico mode,
Yeah.
mostly because I know I'm gonna be traveling and doing events. So I'm just like
Mhm.
starting to try and get into the like time just I'm trying to take a break. I'm trying to like take
Yeah.
care of myself.
Good
So
girl.
I cut off my TikTok and
I
I'm trying to like
heard.
slow down and I think it's been helping.
Hmm.
So that's where I'm at.
Do you have withdrawals from when did you fully cut the top off?
It's been like a few weeks now.
I'm so proud.
Well, or a week. And it
Are
feels
we?
like forever. It feels like forever.
It's been 1 day and 30 hours. She's over here spindling the truth. Pam, she's spindling the truth
Yeah,
to be what she wants
it's been
it to
30
be.
minutes.
It's like half a second to go. She checked her reel.
Yeah,
Um,
it's
but
true.
no, like, listen, I'm like, I'm very happy for everyone who TikTok works for. But honestly, even Instagram Reels overstimulates me some. Like, I had to
Yeah.
take a break from Instagram because it was just like overwhelming. TikTok, like, literally, when I try go into the feed, this is me. It's like war, famine, pestilence, makeover, 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 titties, titties, makeover, makeover, war, famine, pestilence, titties, titties. Travel.
Yeah.
Don't
And
forget
travel,
travel.
of course. And travel. And yeah, it's like makes you feel bad because you can't afford to travel.
Yeah,
It's like
sorry
all
for
the things.
shouting titties and pestilence at you.
It
30
feels right. I was getting hit.
But that's how it feels when I go
Yeah.
on there. I get so
Yes.
overwhelmed. So I'm like, really, I feel like a little piece for your brain.
Oh,
But it's
yes. Well, and
hard.
it is
It's
because
really
you are
hard.
getting smacked in the face with all of the
Mm,
things. That it's like your brain can't like my brain couldn't focus
yeah.
on things for very long. Like I can't read a damn book. Like I
Yeah.
can't like I just couldn't focus. So I cut it off. And I honestly I don't really miss it. I
Mm.
do find myself constantly looking at my
Looking.
phone.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. No,
and
I've
like just
noticed
searching
that
for
too.
that hit, of
But
like
that's what got
dopamine.
me off it too, because it wasn't giving me that anymore. And I would find myself just like staring, like waiting for something, right? Like I'd be like,
Yes.
oh, is it gonna like, is this reel gonna uplift me? Is this gonna, but the cycle was like dead. It like lost its power over me. And I was like, shit, I need a break from this for same reason, my attention span. And just like, I do feel like there's something as well about like now we're crying at this reel. Now we're laughing at this reel. Now, like, the emotional switch every 15 seconds can't be
Yeah.
good for your
Yes.
body.
No, it really can't.
Yeah.
And like what I was worried about was like missing out on like the news or things that I really needed to know about like here in the country. And
Yeah.
so I do like I'm still on Threads and I feel like I get like a good
Yeah.
like glimpse of what's happening.
Mm,
But it's not so like in your face. And,
okay.
and like I really and truly want to read again. Like I really
Yeah.
want to enjoy watching shows without grabbing my phone. Like I want that in my life this year. And I think I
Yeah.
wanted that last year and I didn't get it.
Mm,
So like I really want to get back to just living a peaceful
yeah.
life. And it starts in my brain more than anything. So I
Mm,
even was thinking, oh, I'll just get back on January 1st for
yeah.
promo, but I kind of just don't even want to.
Yeah.
So we'll see, but or I'll just post and then leave, but I really don't even want to upload it back onto my phone.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I don't know, but
You're
for now, I'm
Instagram
enjoying
queen
it.
without the TikTok, honestly. Like, and I think you do it so good on Instagram. Like, maybe you can set it up so it just dumps the content immediately there without you logging on when
Yeah,
you
I think that would be
upload a reel.
nice.
Because,
I'll have to
yeah, I
ask. I think
think,
Robin Alvarez does something like that where it
yeah,
uploads to everything. So
I
that'd be
reckon
nice.
that's the go for the ones that you don't want to interact on because, like, at the end of the day, we're not robots. Like, there really is limited time and energy. And I think that's the other thing as well. I realize that like when I'm just like on a thread of and don't get me wrong, I love to cozy up on the couch with a drink and like cuddle up to Phil and would just like have like an hour of mindlessly scrolling reels and just
Yeah.
like you try find a good thread and just cackle at them and like just stupid animals and stuff. But yeah, I'm really trying to break the habit of doing that during the day as well, and it's hard, but I feel like a sense of peace when I am able to do it, like when I'm
Yeah.
able to be on less. Although yeah, I find I really do miss our community if I'm away for too long. But then I'm like, okay, but you can interact with posts
Yeah.
instead of like going into the general feed.
Yes,
You know what I mean?
exactly.
So I'm trying
Yeah.
to also retrain myself, and I also miss reading, and I have been reading again slowly, but it's taken me a while to like, yeah, it's hard. A constant balance because this side of things has also brought us like the kind of I don't know, it's brought us to our community in the first place,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like the so I think it can be really hard to just be like, well, no, I'm just not going to be on it because then
Yes.
it's you're missing this person, you're missing this person. And yeah, but
That's exactly. Yeah, it's a double-edged sword for sure. But I feel like for me, I can just do Instagram. Like I feel like
mm,
Instagram doesn't pull me in
as
as
much.
much as TikTok because
Yeah,
TikTok, it's like those constant
that's
videos and they're just
wild.
shooting you the goods. They know what you want. So it's almost like an addiction at this point. So
Yeah, it's
I
dopamine
want like,
addiction.
yeah,
It's
it
like
is.
literally just dopamine addiction. It's literally designed to just like suck us in and keep us there. So they did a
And
good
it,
job with that. But yeah, we
yeah,
got to
I've been
fight
finding
back.
like I can clean up more. Like
Yeah.
I'm little things where I'm like, oh, I'm not spending an hour like scrolling. I can just get up and do something. Or find another way to be on my phone, which I'm still working on. So yeah,
Yeah,
finding peace in the new
finding
year.
peace and like it makes space, like you said, same. Like I've been staying on top of the dishes a bit more and like, and honestly, just reappreciating how much my brain really needs the gaps to be bored without the
Mm.
space. Like, because we have just endless entertainment and we're like dopamine whores, the
Mm-hmm.
temptation is to just hit it all the time.
It's
You
true.
can hit it non-stop, but you also burn out. Even if you're
Yeah.
able to hit it non-stop, it burns out and then everything loses its flavor. And if you're like prone to anxiety and have a nervous system that pings off, like you're also going to fuck that up. So that boredom time to just sit and space out, like I always come back to like trying to remind myself how priceless that is and to not fill the space, to just like just stare out the window sometimes because yeah, we really need the reset. And
Yes.
it's gonna enable you to have this season and like bask in it a little bit because like this is like such an exciting season, and you should be able to like bask in the energy of that and like fill your cup up and not just feel like you have to keep producing while you're at it. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like time to
Yes.
bask. What are you looking forward to the most for
I
this
want to
release?
bask.
I want to bask.
I want to bask. What am I looking forward to? Uh, I don't know. I feel really different with this release. Like
Yeah,
I don't know how people what people are going to think about it.
they're gonna
You
fucking
know?
love it.
I hope so, but I really don't know because I feel like it's like a little different from my other two because I feel like I don't know why, but so I'm just curious to see what people are gonna think. So I don't know if I'm looking forward to that actually. Um, what am I
There's
looking
always going to
forward
be people who
to?
hate it, but you know,
Yeah,
that's with anything. But I feel like your fans are going to gobble it up.
I thank you. I
And I
hope
think you'll
so.
find new fans as well because I really feel like you unleashed your humor and everything even extra. You know,
Oh, thank you.
you leaned into a lot of things in this one, and I think yeah, I'm excited. I'm
Oh,
excited for what's
thank
going to
you.
come. We're manifesting all
Yeah,
the
we're
five
manifesting
stars,
all, yes,
all the
all the
number
goods.
ones.
Yes, all the number ones. I'm excited to see the Target edition, which is really
Oh my
cool.
God, that's cool news. Do you want to share that on the
Yeah.
pod?
So Carnival Fantastico is getting its own special Target exclusive edition. It is gorgeous. Like the cover is it's like purple and
Purpley.
gold, and it's
And
just
hardcover,
gorgeous.
right?
Yes. And then the inside is has gold foil like on the heart, under the flap.
Okay, if it doesn't come
Yeah.
to Australia, I'm gonna want one for my birthday, by the way. So,
Yes. Yes. If it doesn't come to Australia, I've even talked to Ophelia about this. Like I'll have to just send you guys like a bulk
oh
order
my God,
or
yes.
something, you, Katya and Ophelia or something. So yes, it'll get to you guys somehow. But it looks gorgeous. And there's a bonus chapter in that exclusive edition that they had me write, and I really
Ooh.
love it. Well, I won't say what it is, but it's
No,
it's like a fun bonus
surprise.
chapter where we get to meet or we get to see one of the characters in their early days. So it's fun.
Have I
So
read this?
that is so cool. I don't
I think I
know.
did.
Maybe,
I
yeah,
think I read a
you probably
very
did.
early draft.
Yes. So that's what I'm excited about. Like to get to see it, I'm assuming it's going to be at Target stores. So like
Yes.
to go in there and see it because for so long, like when I first started writing,
Yeah.
anytime I would go to like a Target or a Walmart, I always go into the book section and just
Mm,
see what they have and be like, someday I'm going to get there. So it'll be really, really cool to be there. So yeah,
I
I'm
can't
pumped. I'm
wait.
so thrilled about it. So yeah, that part I'm the most excited about is just to see her on the shelf looking all shimmery and
She is gonna
gorge.
shimmer. That gold foil is
Yes.
stunning.
Yes,
She
she's
is
gonna
stunning.
shimmer.
And it is honestly so iconic getting into like well, we've got Target here, but I feel like it's the equivalent of getting into Big W. They've got a big book section and it's just like, yeah, you know the ones that got into Big W. There's a big demand for them and that's why they're there. So,
Yes,
I don't
fingers
know.
crossed, guys. Fingers
Fingers,
crossed.
toes, cloacas are all crossed.
Yes, crossed and puckered. Like,
Yeah. And it's
yeah.
about fucking time. You've been grinding and like I think even the paperback coming out for A Cruel Thirst now, like it's
Yeah.
like these things that like, maybe last year or the year before and you're like, ah, it's not happening this way or this way, but they are coming for you. It's all coming. It's all
Yes.
aligning. Once the people see her in Target, they're gonna be like, where's that vampire book? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, please. And there is that fly
There's that
again.
fly. You can't see it
Ah.
though. She's
No,
tiny. It's like a little
no,
gnat.
yeah.
One of
Little
those
gnat.
little grass flies or whatever.
How dare it? How dare it?
How
Okay, so how are you, Mel? Like let's where are we digging in here? Where are we starting? What's happening?
I am I'm okay.
Yeah.
I am yeah, it's been a like heavy uh intense season for me, but I feel like, yeah, it's honestly like you're definitely an energy witch. I don't know how you aligned on to have the exact guest that I needed to hear from today, but somehow you did. Um, yeah, I'll be honest with you, like maybe like even as recently as a week or two ago, I was like thinking like, am I gonna have the energy to like come on the pod and just like
Hmm.
not just, I don't know, melt.
Right.
Do
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's been like a pretty heavy season and just like working through a season of depression, I guess. But yeah, I think, like all this shit with my low iron and all of that stuff that was happening, just the kind of day-to-day hecticness and then family shit came in after that on top of it. And yeah, like I have um this month, like every time I tried to get to writing to like we talked about that with Kate, and yeah, like you have to listen through, listeners, because honestly this is like a therapy episode. And yeah, it's always I don't know why it surprises me, because I guess that's why people like listen to the pod as well. Like I always somehow feel like, I don't know, like, should I share this? Is it too heavy? All of that stuff. But whenever I hear other people share it, I'm like, thank you.
Mm,
Thank you.
mm.
So yeah, I try to be as like authentic on here as possible. But yeah, it has been a season where it's just like it's terrifying. Like the thing writing usually is something I hold on to when I'm going through a heavy season, and I just have kept hitting a wall. Like the anxiety, the just like emptiness when I would try to write. And yeah, she was spent. She like I've been spent, and like I think like every time I tried to write, I would find myself like on Seek looking at jobs because I think like that's
Oh.
the other thing. Like I kind of was like at the point where I'm just like shit, like I've been doing this for so long, and maybe I'm putting too much into it and like too much pressure to like have to be able to make a living doing it. So that pressure at a negative time is like so beyond. And like, I'll be honest with you, like even now as I kind of like work through things and, kind of come to a more grounded place, I'm still kind of like if I can't like channel that same energy into writing. Like maybe I will
Hmm.
just get a part-time job to take the pressure off a little bit, bring in a bit of extra income. I don't know. Right now it all feels really daunting. I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm not completely out of that space, but it doesn't feel as dark and heavy as it was. So she's meditating, she's doing all her self-care. I don't know why I'm talking about myself in third person. It's too much drag race. But yeah, it's these seasons, like, I guess it happens to all of us. And I think I don't, like, I definitely took a step back from social media just to kind of like, honestly, I just couldn't. Like, I found that when I would go on there, it would just, my anxiety would spike and it was just like everything was just too much. And so I just took that break and just kind of let myself simmer a little bit, where usually I would push through and just be like, that's fine, just push through and write. So that was like scary, just kind of like letting go and just admitting that like I'd had enough and I just needed a break. But I don't know, like I'm still just too stubborn. I still love this community and this industry so much. And yeah, I still think that every person I talk to has had like some level of like chaos to get anywhere. And honestly, like this is what depression will do to you. I'm talking like I did nothing this year,
Mm, hmm.
but
Hmm.
look at this shit behind me. That's one of the sad things about like a season of depression. Like I couldn't like properly, there's been so much happening. I haven't properly been able to absorb. Like we fucking published, edited this massive ass thing, and I am so fucking proud of it. But it's funny, like, and we even talked about this with Kate. Sometimes when the things are happening, like it's just like you don't have the bandwidth to appreciate it in that moment. So yeah, nobody could account for all the things that could happening at once. And yeah, it's been a heavy season. I've just been doing my best to weather it and leaning into the things that give me joy, the people that like lift me up, and yeah, and I'm grateful. Like I this is probably like really cheesy, but yesterday like I mentally forehead like I feel like forehead kisses are really like, you're precious to me, and I mentally forehead kissed. You got one. You got a mental forehead kiss.
I felt it. You know what? I felt something. Yeah.
Yeah, I mentally forehead kissed all the people because again, I was like, don't let this depressive season make you think you don't have people in your court that make you think that there's not people who believe in you and like love you with or without the writing shit, right?
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, it's been like a heavy period before coming back to that. So, and unfortunately, my therapist vanished into thin air. Like, I'm not kidding you.
Oh
So
no.
like after all these years with her, she's nowhere to be found. Like she just I haven't been like seeing her because we kind of finished a big session and whatever, but in my mind I was like she's there if I ever want to like
Yeah.
do another
And
session.
so like
Gone.
her like she
Girl,
no
got
numbered.
practice, gone. Her profile online, gone. Everything gone. So
Oh,
either like something very dramatic happened to her, or she just decided she wanted, or she just was like, Mel's fine. But I was like, surely a duty of care, like you'll tell all your clients that you're like moving on. It blew my
yeah.
mind. It blew my mind.
Yeah.
But anyway, I've got a lot of tools. It's just, yeah, um, sometimes like even using those tools, it's all work, and like when life is demanding so much from you, it's, yeah, you just got to weather it, right?
Yeah.
But I'm here. I'm still kicking. My sense of humor is returning. I mean, I never lose my sense of humor. I tend to just want to laugh even at the darkest things, so it's helpful. But yeah,
Yes.
it's a more of a hanging on season. I did manage, for better or worse, I did manage to read a few pages of something I want to send to Sandra yesterday. So that was kind of the first
Uh-huh.
writing I've managed like all month, to be honest. So that
Yeah.
felt like a little quiet victory, because I just haven't been able to. Like I would just look at the screen and I just nothing would happen. No energy for it. So yeah, that's sad. It's sad to like feel that about writing. And that's kind of what led me to like if that feeling continues, I probably need to take the pressure off and get a part. Like shit, I'll clean hotel rooms for a while if I have to, like
Yeah.
something that doesn't require thinking. I would want like a really opposite job. But we'll see. I feel like there's a chance that if I just something I told myself this season is don't make any big decisions while you're depressed.
Mm.
Don't
Oh,
like,
that's good. That's good.
yeah, don't like decide because, like, yeah, when you're in that space, you can just be like, fuck this, I've done it for long enough, it's not working out. All the negative thoughts spiral, and I kind of, luckily, I started meditating again, and then I'm able to, like, kind of pull the thoughts apart instead of drown in it. And I was just like, yeah, this isn't the time to decide that. It's always been hard. It just feels heavier now because it's a heavy season. So I'm glad I was able to reach that point. That's been like an anchor to hold on to. But yeah, I'm still
Yeah.
here. I'm still like stubbornly feel like I'm gonna fucking sell something first and then I'll make a decision if I want to keep going, And also,
Mm-hmm.
like, I just love our community so much. Like, even today, like, I didn't know Kate and she's come on and like my soul knows her, you know what I mean? And she just like spoke so fucking specifically to my heart today. I'm gonna cry again, but yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
this
Kate
is
got
the
you. She got you
Kate.
with that
Kate got
magic.
me so deeply. But yeah, I think yeah, it's this time of year, like it's the most wonderful time in year for a lot of people, but for a lot of us, and I'm like a representative of that half, it's like a heavy season as well, Christmas and New Year, like if you don't have like close ties with your family or if it's complicated. So just like taking a moment to like see all those people as well, because it be the time of year when those things really rise up. But yeah, I had some beautiful moments as well. I was able to like see my parents and stuff. So and my
Yeah,
nervous
I love
system
that
allowed
picture
it.
that you posted.
Yeah,
That was your mom, right? In that
that's
one?
my mom. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That was a really cute picture. That was great.
Yeah. She almost died this last month. Like, unfortunately, the day when I was admitted into hospital with my reaction to the iron, she was like admitted for pneumonia. And anyway, it's been a whole thing.
It's been a whole
Honestly,
thing.
like I've almost gone no contact with my parents, so it was like a big deal deciding to connect again. But yeah, they're good people, and yeah, it's the most wonderful
So
time
much.
of the year.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You were hit with all the
Girl,
things at the most wonderful time
I
of the year. Yeah.
was. I was. But honestly, like all of that said, if I was hit with everything I've been hit with this year, like even a year ago, I wouldn't have coped. Like I honestly think the iron infusion has been fairly life-changing for me. So having new skills, new energy to deal with these things, it's also
Yeah.
nice. But yeah,
It's
in
so
less
much.
depressing news, I wanted to tell you a funny story.
Okay.
Because it is the most wonderful time of the year. And I want you to, while I tell you this, I want you to think about something like surely something ridiculous happened to you as well over the season already. But the funniest thing so far is I think it was Christmas Day or Boxing Day. And we were just leaving the house to go get coffee. And like literally, as we walked past, Phil kind of like looked over the balcony and I was like, what? And he kind of made a face. And I looked over and there was a man and he had his hands in the position and he was just pissing on our rosemary bush against the
Oh,
building in the middle of
no.
town. And I was just like, but it was hilarious because he obviously like I look, it was a choice. We're in the middle of the city basically. And he looked up and we just all made eye contact because he's just right below us under our balcony. So we're all looking. He's just taking a slash against our rosemary bush on our building. And he and Phil was just like, okay. And the guy was like, sorry, guys. Yeah, my bad. As he's pissing. And I was like, I just said, yeah, it was a choice. And then we continued on our way, just had this like jolly conversation with pissing guy on our building. So, you know,
Ugh, was he drunk or he
nah,
just had to go? Guy had to go.
nah, it was the morning. If he was like, it was like yesterday's drunk, but he seemed sober. But yeah, I'm just like, but there's so many public toilets around this area. It's not funny. Like to actually actively make a choice to just get out and take a slash against an apartment block building is wild work.
That is wild work. That is very wild work. Like, nope. But hey, when you gotta go, you shouldn't
Wouldn't
go.
it be
You know,
nice
you
to have a
should.
penis
Oh
and
my
to be
gosh.
a penis wielder and just decide you could go anywhere?
Yeah.
You know, there's actually like laws that they can piss on a tire or something of a car if they have to. Men can piss on a car tire or something if they have to go.
Really?
Yeah, because you're not allowed, indecent exposure is not allowed, but there's all these like there's all these side laws where they can piss here, here, here. So I
I'm
guess
gonna need to
just
look into these
must be
laws, you
nice.
know? It
Mm,
must be
mm.
freaking nice. I think about this often. I
Same.
really do.
Like
Like, I would
fucking
never want
patriarchy.
one.
Nah,
I wouldn't want one for myself personally.
it seems very high
However,
maintenance.
yeah, it just nah. I don't, I just know. But there is that one benefit where you can just whip it out.
You can just anywhere, you
Yeah.
know?
You know, that's the only reason
Motherfuckers.
I'd want one, but I wouldn't even really want it. Yeah, you know
Oh,
what? I'll
that
find a
viral
bathroom.
song about if I had, oh, I have to send it to you. She's like, if I had a dick, it would be 10 foot long.
Oh, goodness
There's a whole
gracious.
song. It's just like all the things she'd do with it. Anyway, that's my funny story to end the things. Did you have anything, maybe not someone urinating on your property, but did anything that you want to discuss happen over the break?
I'm drawing a blank at the
That's
moment,
okay.
but yeah, we've just been here
Yeah.
binging on Stranger Things
Oh,
and things like
yeah.
that.
Is it
So
worth it?
yes, I love it. I know everybody, everybody's their critiques and all that.
Mm.
I loved every single minute of it. I love it. I loved Lucas. I love Max. I love it all. So
I might have to give it another go. I was
Yeah.
obsessed with the first season, and then I think around the second season. How many? There's heaps, eh?
This is this is the fifth, and then the
Okay.
last episode is on New Year's Eve.
Oh.
Yeah. So we'll see. I don't want it to be a Game of Thrones type of
Mm.
situation, you know. I didn't watch Game of
Nobody
Thrones.
wants
I
that.
watched, yeah, we don't want that. So I'm waiting. I'm waiting to see. And if it goes well, then I will say this is one of my favorite series of
Ooh.
all time. I
Oh
love it.
shit,
I
I'm gonna have to
love,
keep trying. Was there
yeah,
like I feel like I definitely was obsessed with season one and then maybe took that same rapid energy into season two. At some point, maybe season three, somewhere there was a lull and I just was like, huh. So it's
yeah.
worth pushing through the lull. It just
For
keeps,
me,
yeah.
I think so. For me, I loved it.
Okay,
I think I
cool.
just love like the dynamic of like young kids getting together and the adults also. I love that
Yeah.
dynamic. Welcome to Derry, which
Mm.
is it's like a kind of a prequel, kinda, to It by Stephen King. So that came out also. So we were bouncing on all
Oh,
of these
all the
goodies. We were being
stranger
fed,
thing.
the
You're
kids and
being
I. We were
fed in
being
all the
fed.
horror ways. Speaking of being
Yes.
fed, our guest
Hmm.
today is about to feed you all. And I think
Period.
Angela is looking for her bio as we
Yes.
speak.
Yes. Yes. Good segue there too.
Thanks.
Kate Dramis is an Atlanta-based writer whose obsession with fantasy worlds and escaping into a good love story eventually drove her to chase her dreams of being an author. Inspired by a dream about a woman calling down lightning to save a friend, The Curse of Saints was Kate's debut novel and became an instant #2 Sunday Times bestseller. It has been translated in over 10 languages. Kate also writes contemporary romance, and her debut in the genre, The Odds of You, releases January 6, 2026 from St. Martin's Press and Bloomsbury, UK. Prior to becoming a full-time author, Kate was a professional copywriter with a decade of experience in copywriting and marketing strategy. She owned 23 North & Co., a boutique copywriting and consulting agency that helped business owners increase their exposure online. Kate has a BA in journalism from the University of Georgia. AKA, Kate is a badass.
You killed that bio, Montoya.
Oh, thank you.
Oh my
I've been
God.
practicing my reading skills.
I really, before we record our next episode, I really need you to watch a couple episodes of Heated Rivalry so I can discuss thoughts because
Okay.
I don't want to spoil it in any way for you, but I have a lot of thoughts. Once
Interesting.
everything settles over the holidays, I wish for
Okay.
your opinion.
I am intrigued. I've been seeing lots of chatter online, so I'm intrigued.
Don't watch it on your flights, is what I'll say. There is a lot of peach. A lot of, and
Oh.
honestly, I think we got booty hole. There's a
Whoa.
scene where one of the guys jumped onto one of the other guys, and I swear, if you pause, I didn't pause it, but I swear if you did, you'd probably catch booty hole in that moment.
We got a cloaca in the mix, huh? We got the full cloaca.
There is so much peach in that show. I think that's what's really made it successful.
It seems to be that way, yeah.
Yeah.
Is there okay, yes, I'm excited to see. I'll have to wait until the children are away and then I will,
Yeah, you
yes.
don't want to watch it while the children are there. I just, yeah, have a lot of questions. I have a lot of thoughts, and I
Okay.
really want to bounce it off you and see what your thoughts are. I'm not saying I don't
Okay.
like it, I just have thoughts.
Okay. Okay, everybody listening, she's not saying she doesn't like it, okay? She's got thoughts.
You got thoughts? He's going to cut us off
Yes.
any second. It has been
Yes.
soul healing to see your face again. This episode has been just what the doctor ordered. And yeah, I fucking love you. I'm so excited for this year. I think we're going to fucking slay it.
Yes. Love you too. Slay the day away.
Slay the day away, my sweet witchy boo. You're genuinely a witch with how you get people on this show.
Kate!
Hi,
Hi!
how are y'all?
Good.
Good. How are you?
I'm good.
Good. Yeah, we were just saying that it feels like it's already the new year, but we're still in 2025. It's
I
weird.
know. It's very strange. I went back to work today. I did a
Boo.
small
Dude.
co-working session with Julian, and I was
Oh,
like, this
okay.
is the only one you're getting out of me this week. Like I'm gonna be off for the rest of the week.
Yes. Yes. You deserve it, as you
Thank
should.
you. Thank you.
Yes.
But it did feel like I was like, oh, it feels like the new year. Then I was like, no, we have like a few
Yeah.
more days. Yeah.
Yeah. What the heck? This
I
whole
know.
entire season has been so strange, I feel like. This whole
Hmm.
holiday season, I don't
Mm.
know what it's
Yeah.
been, but oh well, we're here. I guess technically you're working because we're here talking
I know,
about
but this
you and
doesn't
your
feel
book,
like work.
but
Like this feels like fun.
yes,
Like, yeah.
That's
exactly.
true.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is pleasure, not just,
Yes. Exactly.
Now,
work.
Exactly.
I see in the corner we have a friend joining us who I've
Yes.
spotted. It's not a
Yes.
cushion. It's
It
in
is
fact a
not. That
sweet
is
kitty.
Clara.
Hi,
She will
Clara.
howl outside of the door if I close it. So I'm like, she'll just chill with us.
Perfect. I love it. She's
Yes.
beautiful. So
Thank
yeah.
you. She's a little loaf. I love her so much.
Oh,
Oh,
there
she
she
knows we're
goes.
talking
Oh,
about
it
her.
got too
Hi.
real.
Do
Okay,
you want to come
okay,
say
diva.
hello?
Oh,
Okay.
she
Yeah,
wanted
you
to
are the
come say
star.
hi.
She
What a
did.
diva.
Hi,
This is Clara.
Oh,
baby.
she's so
Oh my
She's
cute.
God.
such a muffin. Such a little muffin.
Love
Adorable.
her.
Yes,
We
she's the
love
queen of
her.
the house.
Or
Yep.
as she should
Hmm.
be.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
We love her. And we love you. So this just works out. We
Thanks
get
for
Kate and
having
tea
me.
time.
I'm
No,
so
thank
excited to be
you.
here.
Oh my gosh, I have been wanting to have you on like since I first saw your face. And here
Thanks.
we are.
Thanks, babe.
So I'm glad it worked out. I'm glad we're here. Yeah, we might as well get right into our questions
Let's
and
do
and just
it.
go for it. We're gonna hit you with the hard stuff first.
Amazing.
Mm.
Good. Okay, what is the strangest thing you own?
I own a lot of strange things, but I
Love
feel
that.
like the strangest. So I was influenced on TikTok and I
Mm.
bought one of those vibration plates, that you
Oh.
stand on and it's like supposed to be good for inflammation. Cannot confirm if it is good for inflammation. But I do like sitting on it or standing on it for like
Mm.
5 minutes and just letting my whole body shake. I do feel like it's a much more contained way of getting my wiggles out. So yeah, it's a very, I don't know. People online are like, it's really awesome, and like my physical therapist has one, and I was like, I just got it because it seemed fun. So
Mm.
it sits in my bedroom.
That sounds amazing. I feel like I do shaking therapy for my nervous system, so I'm like, that sounds like perfect to have a robot that I can stand on and it'll shake me for
Yes, and just like do a little shake. And sometimes if I'm like really just feeling in my feels, I'll just sit on it and I'll like read while it just rotates me
Yeah.
a little bit, and it's like it's really nice. So I love it a lot. I was much more consistent with it like a month ago, and I've kind of fallen off. So I feel like I need to get back on to it
Mm.
because now it's just
Yeah.
sitting there holding my hair dryer on top of it, which is not helpful.
The hair dryer is feeling at peace with itself.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. You get it. The hair dryer has never felt better.
That's cool. Okay. Yeah, I love that. I
Yeah,
every once in a while you need a good rattle, you know?
Yeah,
you
you just
do.
do. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. I
perfect.
feel like it's very settling.
Ooh, okay,
Yeah.
we need that. We need that.
Mhm.
We're bringing that into 2026. We need
Mm.
Yes,
this.
yes.
Yes.
I
I'm
feel like
here for it.
anything that will do like some self-care for you, that will like do the th like a
Mhm.
massage, shaking the robot.
Yes.
I think we all deserve it, especially after this year.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. 100%. 100%. And
Yeah.
I know myself well enough to be like, I'm one of those people who's like, I'm gonna shake or dance every
Yeah.
day for 30 days. And then I'm like, 3 days in and I'm forgetting. So this,
Yeah.
at least I'm like, there's no excuse. I can just sit my butt down and it will shake me.
Mm.
Yes.
I
I'm gonna
need
need
this,
to
I
look
think.
into.
Yeah.
I know. I'm gonna
I
have
know
to look
Melanie
into
needs it. As
it.
soon as you brought it up, I was like, Melanie is gonna get this. Like she is
Yes.
going to need this. Yeah,
I'll send
this
you
is
the link,
awesome.
Melanie. It's
Yes, I
amazing. I
I
bought it straight.
actually
I
want
don't
it.
usually buy stuff on TikTok because I'm always like, it's just so easy to influence me that I'm like, I usually have a rule where I like get off of TikTok and research it, and then but this time I was just like, buy. Like,
Listen, it's better than my last Instagram purchase, which was penis-shaped lipsticks.
oh my gosh, that's amazing. I love that. I
Yeah,
love that.
I think both are very valid, solid purchases. So well done, you two. I think these are great. Yeah.
Thank you, thank you.
What is something that you think about way too often?
Oh God. I mean, work, but
Yeah.
that's not a fun answer. It's really whatever my hyperfixation is at the time, or I get like I believe they're called vocal stims, where you're like just constantly repeating the things. And mine last for like a very, very long time. And those are things that pop up into my mind. And when I say them, I then think about where they come from. So like there's a scene in Red, White, and Royal Blue, the movie, where Alex is leaving a room and he says later, but the way he says it is like later, and it like scratches something in my brain. And I say it like all the time. Like whenever I'm walking out of a room, I'm like later, and and then I just go through this rabbit hole of like the scene and what happens in that scene. And then I'll start like quoting the scene. So like that type of stuff sits with me, and I think about it way, way too often. Also find myself thinking about the Goofy movie a lot. I don't know why, but it's just one that like stuck with me. So I think about the Goofy movie and like specifically that scene where they're in the car waiting out Bigfoot. And like that scene just plays on repeat in my head a lot.
Oh my, I love that. What a good choice in a movie to think about often.
Right? I just like
freaking
it's
love
so
that.
uplifting and like yeah, I just yeah, it comes into my head all the time and I'm like, huh, how many cups of sugar does it take to get to the moon? They never answered that question. Like,
Maybe that's why you're like, I need
yeah.
these answers to
Yeah, my brain is
be.
just
Yeah.
looping constantly trying to figure it out. Yeah.
Oh my
I
gosh, I'm gonna
love
have to
that.
watch it. I can't believe I've never seen it. It sounds
Oh
like,
my gosh, it's
Oh,
iconic.
yeah,
Iconic.
yeah.
like
Yeah.
it's giving me like elf vibes as you talk about it, like that type of feeling or different.
Yeah, like that, but like add on some nostalgia.
Ooh.
Like
Yeah. And the music is
the
top
music is
tier.
amazing.
It's like too good to be just a
Yes.
Disney movie, you know what I mean? Like it should be an
Yeah.
album, which
Yeah.
you know, I'm sure it is on
I'm
many
sure it
people's
is
Yeah.
playlists,
actually.
but yeah,
Yeah.
it's just that good. It's just that
Ooh.
good.
It's really
Okay.
good. It's really good.
I'm
I
gonna
remember
watch it.
also like really wanting like the motorhome that like
Yeah.
PJ has, and I was like, I just really love this motorhome, and it made me really obsessed with like short stacks and tall stacks pancakes and
Hmm.
also water beds. Like there's a water bed in it. There were so many things in there that as a kid I was like, all of this.
Yeah.
Like,
And
and I
that's what it
remember
is, right? I want all of this
I
in my
want
life.
all of this.
Yeah.
I begged my parents for a water bed, my brother and I both, and they were like, there is no way on this earth that you are getting a water bed.
I was
Like,
literally
no.
gonna ask, did you ever get your waterbed?
No,
Because I know you still
no.
want one.
No. You know what? Now that I'm older and like I like pinch a nerve by pulling up my hair the wrong way. Now I can understand why
Yeah.
it would not be good for me. My back would never. Like
No.
it just
It's
would
such a
never.
what a strange concept, right? Like I remember my dad and stepmom had one, and I just
Really?
remember having to bring in the damn hose to fill up their bed. Like what a strange concept, you know?
Wait, you actually just like fill it up like
You
an
just like fill it
airbed.
with
You just,
water.
it
Yes.
doesn't come like sealed. I don't, for some reason I
No.
imagined it was like, I don't know, like a stress ball, like it's sealed forever the way it
Mm,
is. You just put the
No,
hose
no.
in and
put the
just
Yeah.
hose
crank her
in.
Just
up.
and you fill her to what you prefer, you
Oh,
know?
Yeah.
so
If
you
you
could
want to
be,
jiggle more, you know,
Yeah.
you jiggle more.
okay.
Maybe there's something to this, Kate. Maybe we
That
need
so
some jiggling in our
listen,
lives.
I have often also thought about that as I'm like having sex on a waterbed. Like how would you I mean, I guess it depends on the pressure.
The
Like,
motion of the ocean in the
yeah.
bed, it could be glorious.
Yeah, it could be.
You
It could
could,
be like the vibration plate. It does the work for you.
if you got a good wave system happening, the waves could come back to you and just
Oh my
rise you up.
God. I hope I dream of water beds tonight.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, yes. I envision a waterbed in a future book that you write. You know,
Oh,
I think
for
this needs to
sure.
be in some sort of rom-com that you
Yes.
write. I think this would be
Yes.
pure gold. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Yes.
Yes.
Um, these are amazing. I love all of your answers and
Thank
where
you.
it led us. This I
Thank you.
appreciate this. Now back to writer stuff. Like, did
Right.
you know that you always wanted to be a writer?
I did. I think I didn't. There was a period of time that I was like, as a kid, I was like, I'm going to be an author. And then I don't remember when I started being like, oh, I don't know if I can do that. But I did because, life. But I was always writing in some shape or form. Like I was, as a kid, I think I started writing when I was like 11, and I would write like self-insert fan fiction because I was an angsty kid and I was like, I want something better. And so I was doing that for a long time, making up stories. and then into, I mean, I think I did that all the way through and started making up like actual fiction stories that weren't just fan fiction up until college. And around that time, I started looking for work. And I was like, like, what's my career going to be? And I became a copywriter. And that was in my head, like, this is how I am going to professionally write. And then it was around 2020 that I kind of circled back to, well, let me like write a book that, because that's what I've always dreamt of doing. But yeah, I think like my whole life, I've always been going to be a writer in some shape or form. It just was the thing that came most naturally to me, and it's how I communicate best, and it's what I have the most fun with. And I was like, I was very much that person that was like, if I'm gonna work, it's gonna be fun. My parents were like, work's not always fun, and I was like, it can be.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
Literally. And I just
beautiful.
saw a friend of mine on Instagram post a post that she was like, over the holidays, when you go home and everyone's like, just become another corporate cog, stop trying with writing. And she's like, I've got the perfect answer. She's like, we're all on the same slow march to death at the end
Yeah.
of the day. And I was just like, you know what? That's like a pretty great, like, just anchor point to be like, you know what? Just do the thing, right?
Yes,
Like,
yes. That's so real. That's
so,
so real. Yeah, I mean, we're all just,
yeah, gotta
slowly marching to the end.
That's it. Like, why not do the thing
Yeah.
that like
Hmm.
fills us up? But I want to
Yeah.
hear a little bit about your publishing journey. So where did it all start for you? When did it become not just in the notebooks and stuff, serious
Yeah, so it
venture?
started for me with The Curse of Saints, which is my debut book, and it was part of a trilogy. And I had actually been working on something different at the time. I was writing a rom-com that will never see the light of day because it's actually just
Oh.
horrible. Like it's really,
Mhm.
really bad.
Mhm.
And I was like halfway, I thought I was halfway through it. I was probably like the first 30,000 words where it's like just vibes. And I was like, this is the thing, and I'm gonna publish this. And then I was in lockdown, like everyone was in 2020, and I was reading a ton of fantasy and romantasy. And
Mhm.
I had a dream about a girl calling down lightning to save a friend. And that scene and another scene that was just kind of looping in my mind became the first scenes that I wrote of The Curse of Saints. And
Wow.
I remember going to the mountains with some friends at the end of the year. They were both writing business books. We were all entrepreneurs. They were writing business books. And I was like, I'm going to finish this rom com. And I remember telling them, don't let me work on this silly fantasy idea. Like, I don't want to get distracted. I know myself, like, shiny object syndrome. And we went to the mountains, and it was Halloween weekend, and it was cold, and it was like not rom com weather, not the rom com I was writing. It was definitely like just Curse of Saints vibes
Mhm.
everywhere. And I ended up writing the first four chapters and mapping out like the trilogy. And I was like,
Whoa.
okay, I'm going to do
Wow.
this. And it was the first time, it took me a year to write the first book. And it was the first time that I was like, wow, like I'm going to finish a book, which I'd never done before. I never, like finished short stories, but I never finished a full book. And honestly, that was like the hardest part. And every time it was so funny because when I went in to write my second book, and I'd been with my publisher at that point, I was like, oh wow, I've done this before. Like once you write a book and you finish it, you've done it. And it's every book has its challenge, but I was like, oh, this is like I know how to do this part. So yeah, it was really around, I think around the time that I finished Saints, I was like, this is a whole book and a whole world, and I'm gonna publish this. Like I'm gonna go out there and publish this. And that was really like the turning point. So I'd say probably by when I finished it, October of 2021, I was like, okay, this is going to be something.
That's so
Mhm.
cool. So then once
Yeah.
you finished it, what did you do? What was the next step?
So I hired a developmental editor off of Reedsy to come in and
Okay.
do a developmental edit report. So she gave me a 12 page, her name is Anna. She was the first people I think in my acknowledgments because she completely destroyed me. She wrote 12 pages of like, this is why this book is horrible and not commercial and is never going to go anywhere, essentially. And
Oh,
I always joke, my agent is amazing. Her name is Jessica. She's fantastic. And she can be, I always tell her, I'm like, when I get a compliment from you, I know I've like really nailed it because she's
Mm.
only going to tell me what's wrong. Like that's how her editorial style is.
Mm.
And she has nothing on Anna, the developmental editor, because that I like seriously was like, well, I'll never write again. Like, this is
Uh,
horrible. And I remember so I had actually met my agent in a very unconventional way. We were in a business program together, and I immediately was
Wow.
like, I am obsessed with you. I want to be your friend. Tell me all things fiction publishing. And was at the time not repping any fiction clients. She was only repping nonfiction. But I remember her telling me, she was like, you have a day to like sit in your feelings, and then you need to get back to work, and like if you actually want to go forward, in this, you need to get back to work. And so I did. I sat in my feelings for a day, and then the next night I poured myself the world's largest glass of whiskey, and I sat down and I was like,
Oh,
I'm gonna do this. And I took, I think, like time off over December from my company, and I worked through the book. And then come April, it was time for me to query, and I, queried my agent, and she like knew me and she knew of the book, and I was like, I love you and I want to work with you. And we decided to jump in and like take it on together. And she was like, I don't really rep fiction, but let's see what we can do. And we edited it April until June, and we went on submission in June, and it was preempted in 24 hours. It was nuts. Like
wow.
I was like, this is just,
Yes.
it was like the wildest situation possible.
amazing. I didn't
Yeah.
realize it was that freaking fast for you. What a
Yeah.
whirlwind.
It was a
Oh my
whirlwind.
gosh.
It was a whirlwind.
No, no, when you sold it, was it for the trilogy or was it
It
for
was
the
for the
first book?
trilogy.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
So, yeah, it was wild. I have a screenshot actually of the the DM my agent sent me on Instagram, and she was like, "I need to talk to you." And it was 9 o'clock my time. She's in London. And it was a really interesting time because we were having our family. We'd lost that summer like four family members in the span of like 2 months. It was just like one
Wow.
of those seasons that was really horrible. And my grandma had just fallen, I want to say maybe the night before, and we knew it was like not going to go well. And so I was like so wrapped up in like family stuff. And I get this text from
Wow.
DM from my agent, and I was like, there's no way this is happening right now. Like, we literally just sent this out yesterday. Like, what is going on? Yeah, it was really wild. And she came in and was like, we have an offer for the trilogy. Actually, they came to her with an offer and she said no before I ever knew. And then they came back,
Ah,
yeah, with a higher offer. And she was like, do you want to talk to them? And it all happened. I had like 24 hours to make a decision. So,
oh my gosh.
yeah, yeah, it was wild. It was truly wild.
Yeah.
Oh my God. How did
Yeah.
you how did you manage such a like intense season all at once?
Um, Thank God for my friends and therapy,
Mm.
honestly. Like, I definitely think, I
Mm.
think it's so interesting because becoming an author has like shed such a light on like what I still needed to work on, like with my mental health and my like, where the gaps were.
Mm.
And so I
Mm.
think for me, it was really about like stepping into a new season and learning myself more and leaning on my community. It was nice to have something like in this work field that was distracting in a very positive way, but it was also a lot of I don't want to say pressure. It was a lot of like mixed feelings. Like I was like, how can I like my achieving my dream at like the
Mm.
worst possible time that I had known, for a really long time. And so that was like a very
Mm.
interesting dichotomy, which honestly, I feel like is just kind of my overall takeaway about being an author. Like I'm always like, oh my God, I'm like achieving my dream. And sometimes it's awful. You know? Like sometimes it's great, but sometimes I'm like, oh, is this it? Like this is
Yeah.
not what I thought it was gonna be. So yeah, I think like that really taught me very quick that like, to exist in the gray and like these like two things can be true at once. It was a very heavy season, and it also was like the coolest thing that was happening at the same time.
Yes. Oh
Mm.
my God. No, that's so like relatable and it makes so much sense too because you could be doing all of these things great, like in your business life, you're out here doing the bookish things and you're posting and everything looks great. But behind the scenes, you're like, no, I'm dealing with the hardest things in my life.
Yeah.
But it is so nice to kind of have the thing to hold on to that is a
Hmm.
distraction. Like for me, that's what I feel like I'm always doing. And probably
Yeah.
for many of us in this world right now, we're just like putting the good out because there's so much bad.
Yeah.
And so,
Yeah.
yeah, thank goodness.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
agree. I agree. And it is like, I've really had to learn the balance because I have the habit of like I will throw myself into work to not think about
Mm,
anything else.
yeah.
And I think though that being predisposed to do that has actually helped me a lot, especially like in a year like this, right? Like I'm like, okay, this is a thing that I can pour myself into, and like I don't have much control over what happens after I pour myself into it, but at least I
Yeah.
have some catharsis and something to like share and put out and focus on. That's not
Mm.
just like everything else.
Yeah. Oh my
Cool.
gosh. Yes.
Mm.
The
Yeah.
brain,
I love
right?
The
It
brain,
helps.
the brain.
Our poor
Yes.
brains.
Hmm.
literally. I love
Yeah.
everything you just said. I'm gonna listen to it on repeat later to just digest it more. But yeah, like it's so
Thank
true.
you.
Like I think a lot of us big thinkers and big feelers in this industry, like we feel all the things unfolding so
Mhm.
intensely. And yeah, it's a catharsis, but sometimes on the other side of the screen, we're like having the worst season ever. But yeah, it's so nice that we have this community and writing. And like you said, something we
Yeah.
can just pluck away at and have a
Mm.
little
Yeah.
bit control over our worlds.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And it's so funny because there's definitely been times like I remember when I was writing Gods, which is the last book of the trilogy,
Mm.
that I like had a really bad depressive episode, and
Mm.
Mm.
I had gotten like back to therapy, and I remember being like sitting my agent down and being like, I'm stuck and it's like not good. And she was like, oh, like you'll get unstuck. And I was like, no, no, no. Like this is like a call the editor, tell her that like I cannot. And that was really interesting because it was the first time that I had like I wasn't able to use the thing
Mm.
that like kept me like buoyant
Yeah.
to stop me from sinking. And I was like, oh wow, like what do you do when you like have this thing that's your passion and you pour so much into it and then it suddenly starts feeling like work in a very heavy way, and like learning how to balance that was also interesting, and like try to find the love of writing again, and like just going and writing like scenes that I knew were never going to make it in the book, but just because I wanted to, and it was fun and it was cathartic, and
Ooh.
that type of like shift was really important. So I think it's like to your point, Melanie, like we're such big thinkers and big feelers, and we kind of have to like maneuver our way
Yeah.
with our craft.
Yeah, you don't even know like how deeply you're speaking to my soul, right? Like I'm almost gonna cry because it's been a season like that for me where the
Yeah.
thing that usually gives me that catharsis hasn't. And it's just been like hitting a wall. And like, yeah, it's really inspiring to hear. Like I feel like I'm slowly coming to the other end where I want to fight to do it again. But yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's really frightening when writing, which is usually that release, becomes so heavy and you're like, wait, no,
Mhm.
I can't just push through. So
Yeah.
thank you for
Yeah.
sharing your raw healing words because it's hitting me in all the places.
I'm
I
so
appreciate
glad.
it.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
It's
Yeah.
beautiful. Would you say there's any other tips that you took away from during that time?
I think that I mean, I talk a lot about community and specifically
Mm.
like the community that like being an
Mm.
author has given me. And I think that that is like so important. Like having people who will just be like, I will sit with you on the couch and like we don't have to talk, like that sort of community
Mm.
was really huge. I also think that like having a team that can understand your brain, like my agent is very good at agenting, and she's also very good at agenting me in particular because of my ADHD and my depression. Like she knows about that, and so she's
Mm.
very good at being like reading me and being like, is this you just not wanting to work right now, or is this like truly something that you're coming up against? And so I would tell people like
Mm.
really take that into account when you're working on your schedules and such, and also just like be honest, like have people around you that you can be honest with. And ultimately we never announced the initial publication date for The Curse of Gods, but it got moved because
Oh.
of what was going on. And I was just like, I can't, like, I can't give you this book. Like, there's nothing that I can give
Mm.
you that's like gonna make sense. And so I think that like being okay to push things off is really big. And I was having a crisis about it. Like I was like, oh my God,
Yeah.
like I'm a failure, and like, like my readers are gonna be so upset. And then I was like, well, thank God we never actually, one, announced the date. And two, even if we had, like, my readership is amazing. Like, I know they would have been like, take your time. Like, it's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that one was a big one. And I also took time away from social media, and that was
Mm.
huge. Like, putting those boundaries in place. I have been off of Goodreads for a year and a half. I'm so
Very
proud of
good.
myself. Like I have
Yes.
not looked at it. Actually, I'm going on 2 years now. So that was
Yeah.
like really great. So all of those like boundaries I think are important, especially when you're in a season like that, like just taking a step back and then filling the well.
Mm.
Mm,
Honestly, it's so
feeling
powerful
it.
you sharing this. And I think after this year in particular, like basically everyone I talked to has had some cataclysmic thing in amidst like the hellscape of the year. I think
Yeah.
like, yeah, what you're sharing with us is so powerful. I know it's like tearing me up. And I know so many people who listen to this are gonna just feel that because yeah, like you've like come through it and like it talking about it in hindsight it sometimes it almost feels irreverent to what you actually go through and how deep and
Mm,
dark it gets in that moment like you talk about it
yeah.
now from a place of like healing and perspective but I know you were going through it
Oh
like
my gosh,
you were
it was
suffering.
terrifying. It really
Yeah, it's
was. And I
scary.
remember I don't actually know that I've ever talked about this publicly, but and I don't mind doing it, but I remember when we got the offer for the odds of you. I was at home and I had asked my best friend to come over and I was like, I need you
Mm,
to sit with me. Like I
yeah,
need someone in the house. And we were sitting in my bed. Like I just was like working from bed. She was working. I was just like kind of there.
yeah.
And I took the call with my agent on Zoom, like from bed with my best friend next to me. And I remember my agent being like, "Can you pass the computer to Cassie? Because like I want to get her read on like how you're feeling about this offer." And it was just like such a thing
Mm,
because it's what I had wanted for so long, but I just had no capacity to be like,
Mm.
yeah, this
yeah,
is good, or no, like, I couldn't even think like
yeah.
business sense wise. And so I just had to be like, someone read this situation for me and let me know, like, because
Mm,
like, at the time, I hate to say I didn't care, but I really didn't have the capacity to care.
yeah.
Like, I was like, I'm just trying to make sure I eat something today and get out of bed. And I think we don't take into account like this job takes so much of our emotional bandwidth. Like as a
Yeah.
creator, you pour so much of your heart into it. And so when you're in a place like that, like you just can't create. Like, and that's
Mm,
okay. It's okay. And you've got to take care of yourself first. So yeah, it was definitely looking back now, I can be like, oh, I came through the other side. But
yeah.
will never forget sitting in that bed and having my agent be like, can I talk to your friend, please? And I was like,
Yeah.
sure, here. Like,
No,
yeah.
like
Oh,
thank you so much for sharing that with us. Like I
Yeah.
really think it's gonna touch a lot of people this year and yeah, it's raw, it's real and like
Yeah.
we have to live through it and like if you're a writer, chances are you have these big complicated feelings, a bunch of mental
Yeah.
health shit that you have to manage.
Yeah.
Maybe your body's fucked up too from your mental health shit, you know,
Yeah.
so yeah, really appreciate that rawness.
yeah. And honestly, just the advice about placing boundaries too, because that
Mm,
Yeah.
is it's one of those things you just kind of like think, oh yeah, boundaries, but it's so, so true. Like especially with
Mm,
social media, because even apart from like your bookish things and maybe accidentally like stumbling upon reviews or whatever it may be, but just seeing all the stuff that pours in through
yeah.
social media
hmm
on top of the bookish things, on top of wanting to succeed and like feeling the pressure. It's so much. And
It's
so I
so
know for me, like
much.
I had to delete TikTok off my phone for
hmm
many reasons. For one, my brain was rotting away.
Yeah.
Like that, like I was like
Yeah.
like I couldn't think, I couldn't concentrate for more than one thing because everything was like, oh, that sound reminds me of this. And
Yes,
like
yes,
except like oh my
Mm.
God, right? So it's like you
yes.
have to shut it down. So I again I think our listeners are gonna love what you had to say because it's so real.
It's so
And
real.
we're all going through it, but it's like it's so nice to see that you went through it and now here you are and
Yeah.
more things are going to come obviously, but now like I've got these tools in my
Yeah.
belt
Yeah.
and I think we all need them. We all need the tools. And
A
so
hundred
so thank you
percent.
for sharing.
Yeah.
Um, okay, so you wrote this amazing, huge trilogy, and now we're in a contemporary romance space. Like, how was the adjustment from writing one thing to writing the next? Like, can you tell us like what was the process? Like, were you writing them around the same time? Like, how was it?
I so I actually started writing The Odds of You on the plane to San Diego Comic Con, which was one of my first events for the Curse of Saints. So I was like
Wow.
debuting. I had turned in The Curse of Sins and had just gotten my edits back, but I had told my editor that I wouldn't be able to start them until after the tour. And so I was like, I'm going to hold firm and I'm not going to start them early. Like, I don't want to, like, I just don't want to get distracted. So then instead of taking a break on the plane, I was like, I have a fun little idea. Let me write it down. And it was the opening chapter of The Odds of You. And it's stayed pretty much like that exact scene has just traveled with the book through every iteration. And then I landed in San Diego and I was like, this is a book. Like this is a story. And so I did my edits for Sins and was like simultaneously working on The Odds of You. And then while Sins was going through kind of the editorial process and we're going back and forth, I drafted odds, I want to say in like 3 months, maybe. Like it was like pretty fast. And so I was drafting odds while I started drafting The Curse of God. So that we're all kind of going at the same time. And it was a very different style, like incredibly different, very voicey in like a different way. And just like I had so much fun diving into something that like I've never had a book flow out of me like that and just be like, oh my gosh. And so it was definitely unique experience because like, one day I'd be writing about like Aya stabbing someone and like killing and the war in Ethereum, and then the next day I'm like, I mean there's a lot of angst in odds. I remember sending it to my agent and she was like, oh, there's your signature angst, like I knew it was going to be in here. But it's also like it just has a totally different tone to it, and so it was like a little bit of whiplash, but it was really fun.
I
That's
mean,
awesome.
honestly, plane riding is pretty glorious though. There's something about being like up in the sky. I used to be a flight attendant, and that's when I started
Oh,
writing
cool.
seriously, like on my breaks. And there's something about like being up in the sky. Like you're just in
Yes,
the sky. You're a
you're
speck
just
in
in
the
the sky.
sky. Nobody's
Yes.
there, no phones, no
It's
distractions.
so awesome. I love writing on planes. And
Yeah,
every
me
time I talk
too.
to someone about this, people are like, "What? That's
No, no,
wild."
I
And I'm like,
love it. And I
"Why?
used to
It's
be I
so
used to be on
good."
call. Like if the thing went off, I had to like deal with it, but I would still like
Yeah.
get a lot done.
I love it.
I
It's like I don't know, I'm the most productive on planes. I like will joke with my agent sometimes if I get really stuck. I'm like, I just book a flight to Australia and
Yeah.
like I will
We
write this
should
whole book.
come visit
Like
me. I'll take you
You
out for coffee,
should.
baby.
You
yes, I love
should.
that. I
Oh my
love that.
gosh. That's funny.
Yeah.
I can't. Like, I'm always like, I know the person next to me is reading what I'm reading, then judging me for my terrible spelling and grammar. That's
You
all.
know, I will say I've had a few people be like, "Are you an author?" Sorry, I just have been
Oh,
like watching you. And the
See, my
funny
worst
thing is,
nightmare.
I'm always writing something that I should not be writing in public. First of all, I've never written a sex scene in the privacy of my own home. Like, I don't know what it is, but I have never written a sex scene in the privacy of my own home. So I was either writing a sex scene or what, because I was also drafting Gods at the time, which is quite dark. Like, I was writing some like really brutal scenes following this fantasy show. And I'm like, I just know the person next to me is either like, oh, or like, oh, like, or both, I don't know. But yeah. But you know what? That's on them for reading what hits
yeah.
my shoulder. It's like,
That's it.
you're welcome to witness my genius as it comes out of
Exactly.
me.
Yes. Someday they're going to be reading your book and be like, oh, I've already read
Yes,
this.
I've read
Yes.
Where
this
was
scene.
this? Yeah. Okay. Maybe I'll try it, but I'm a little nervous. I will
I feel
try.
like you should definitely try
Yeah. It'll be all great.
You
it.
So
can,
good.
I believe in you.
Thanks. Thanks.
You
Okay.
can do
Well, I
like, what is
see.
it like in elementary school, like the folders
That's what
around
I
your,
would need.
yes.
That's what I
Yes.
Mm.
would need. Like full cover. It wouldn't be,
Yeah.
no one would notice,
Yeah.
with that. Okay.
Oh
Well, I
my
see we have
God.
our
Yeah.
4 minutes of our time, but I really want to talk about the odds of you. Like,
Mm.
can you tell our listeners what it's about and what they could be
Yes.
excited for?
Yes, so it follows an author and an actor who have a not so meet cute on their way to New York Comic Con. And it completely throws their weeks into a tailspin. And they find each other again against all odds in the Isle of Skye, and they maybe even fall in love. I always say it's like Notting Hill meets The Holiday with like the angst of Noah Kahan's music, like over the top.
Yes.
So it is a contemporary romance. It's my publisher described it as equal parts heartwarming and heart-wrenching. And I was like, that is the best descriptor I have ever heard. I'm stealing that. So that is what readers can expect. I've had a lot of people who are like, I went in for the romance and was like laughing at the banter. And then like 2 chapters later, you have me like crying on the couch thinking about like mental health and like what,
Mm.
like growth and all of that and like family dynamics. And I was like, gotcha. That's
Mm.
exactly what I want. So it's definitely it's a messy love story. I'm really into like exploring love and the mess, and that is what readers can expect in this book.
Wow.
Yep.
It
Yep.
sounds like everything I
Hmm.
need right now. Well, oh my
I'm very
gosh.
excited about it.
It's been such an
Yes.
honor to chat with you. I maybe
Thank
have in
you.
our last 3 minutes, I feel like I do want to ask you one of our favorite questions, which is looking back at everything you've achieved so far. Is there anything you wish you could tell a younger version of yourself?
Oh, tell her to chill out,
Yeah.
probably. Number one, I tell her to take a deep breath, and like get her meds
Mm.
figured out sooner.
Mm.
That I definitely would tell her. No, I think, I I think that I would tell her to be excited about how much she's going to find herself in this. Like, I just feel like becoming an author has made me come home to myself in such a big way. I have like the best community around me. I have like the strongest friendships I've had in forever. I'm more myself than I've ever been. And I just think that a younger me coming into this didn't think about any of that. I was just like, I want to publish a book. And I'm like, no, your whole life is going to change. And so
Mm.
that I think is something that I'd be like, get excited because it's going to be amazing.
Mm.
Beautiful. Oh my gosh. I want to hug the younger you and the
And
you
the
now, you know?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Just hug all the versions of you.
All the versions of me. All of the versions of me would hug you back.
Yes,
Oh.
good. Thank you. Thank you. Big hugs to everybody.
Yes.
I'm just so excited for you and for this book and for all the things. So I can't freaking wait to get my hands on this story and to scribble on it with all my love notes and tabs. I'm so freaking excited. What's the pub date again?
January 6th.
Woo!
We're at the time of recording 1 week away, which is
1 week
wild.
Oh
away.
my
So,
Okay.
God.
yes.
I
Celebrate
Yes.
for all of
can't
us. Amazing. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for taking the time to join us
Thank
before your
you.
huge publishing launch. So
Yeah.
thank you. It's been so
Thanks,
fun
Sarah.
chatting with you.
Thank you for having me.
Oh
Oh
my
my
gosh,
God,
of
the honor
course.
was all ours. And now that I know that that's the day, I will make sure to get this episode up and loaded.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I feel like I
Yeah.
babbled too much, so
Oh
No,
my,
apologies if I was too
I
chatty.
forbid, I
Yeah.
forbid the apologies. I forbid it. Everything you
I will
said,
take it
like
away.
uplifted, watered, all the things.
Thank you. Thanks you all
yes.
so much. This is so
Yeah.
awesome.
No, you're
You're
great.
awesome. It's gonna cut us
Yeah.
out any second, so if that
Okay.
happens, because I'm not on Zoom Pro.
I love that. Who
We got that
needs
free Zoom. We got that free Zoom.
Yeah.
it?
Of the publishing persuasion. Of the publishing persuasion.